History's greatest mysteries that may never be solved. History is full of unanswered questions, lost civilizations, unexplained disappearances, and cryptic artifacts. For every page of recorded history, there's another with torn corners, smeared ink, or pages missing entirely. Historians, archaeologists, and scientists have made incredible strides in understanding the past. But some mysteries remain just out of reach, teasing us with fragments of evidence, ambiguous clues, and an eerie sense of the unknown. Here are some of history's most fascinating mysteries that may never be solved. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony. In 1587, over 100 English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island off the coast of modern-day North Carolina. By the time a supply ship returned in 1590, the entire colony had vanished without a trace. The only clue? The word Croatoan carved into a post. There were no signs of struggle, no graves, and no obvious explanation. Some theories suggest the colonists assimilated with local Native American tribes, particularly the Croatan people. Others believe they were killed by hostile tribes or Spanish forces. But without solid evidence, the fate of the lost colony remains one of America's oldest unsolved mysteries. The identity of Jack the Ripper. In 1888, a shadowy figure stalked the foggy streets of London's Whitechapel district, brutally murdering at least 5 women, possibly more. The killer, who became known as Jack the Ripper, taunted police with cryptic letters and left behind a legacy of horror and speculation. Despite extensive investigations, both then and now, the Ripper was never caught. Numerous suspects have been proposed: doctors, artists, royals, and even women. Modern forensic techniques have offered potential DNA matches, but the evidence is often inconclusive or contaminated. The true identity of Jack the Ripper may never be known. The lost city of Atlantis. Plato first wrote about Atlantis around 360 BCE, a powerful and technologically advanced civilization that supposedly sank into the sea in a single day and night. Since then, Atlantis has captured the imagination of adventurers, scholars, and conspiracy theorists alike. Some believe Plato invented the story as a philosophical allegory. Others think it could be based on a real civilization, such as the Minoans, or a sunken part of the Mediterranean. Despite countless searches and countless books written on the topic, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. The Voynich Manuscript. Written in an unknown script and illustrated with strange plants, astrological diagrams, and nude figures bathing in bizarre machines, the Voynich Manuscript has puzzled experts for over a century. Discovered in 1912, this 15th century codex appears to be a detailed work, but in what language and by whom? Cryptographers, linguists, and historians have all taken a stab at decoding it. Some claim it's an elaborate hoax. Others believe it's written in a lost or invented language. No one has cracked it. The Voynich Manuscript remains a haunting enigma, locked in pages no one can read. In 1937, aviation pioneer Amelia Earhart attempted to become the first woman to fly around the world. But somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, she vanished along with her navigator, Fred Noonan. Despite massive search efforts, no confirmed wreckage or remains have ever been found. Theories abound: crash and sink, landing on a deserted island, capture by the Japanese, or even spy missions gone wrong. Occasional evidence, like radio signals or bones found on remote islands, have led to renewed interest, but never concrete answers. Earhart's final moments remain one of aviation's greatest mysteries. The massive stone circle of Stonehenge, located in England, is a prehistoric monument that dates back over 4,000 years. But its true purpose remains a subject of debate. Was it a temple, a burial site, an astronomical observatory, or something else entirely? Alignments with the solstices suggest it had astronomical significance. Excavations have revealed human remains indicating ritualistic use. Yet without written records from its builders, much of Stonehenge's original meaning is lost to time. In July 1518, Residents of Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire, began dancing uncontrollably. Dozens of people danced for days, some reportedly until they collapsed or, well, even died. This bizarre event, known as the Dancing Plague, remains unexplained. Some historians suggest mass hysteria or psychogenic illness. Others speculate about food poisoning from mouldy rye containing hallucinogenic compounds. Regardless of the cause, the incident reflects the strange, often overlooked episodes of human history that defy easy explanation. In 12th century England, villagers in Woolpit reportedly discovered 2 children with green skin. They spoke an unknown language and initially refused all food but raw beans. Eventually they learned English. One of the children died, the other said they came from a twilight land called St. Martin's Land. Historians have tried to explain the tale as a fable, or perhaps a case of malnourishment and disease. But there's no consensus. The story persists as one of the strangest accounts from medieval Europe. On Christmas Eve 1945, a fire destroyed the Sodder family home in West Virginia. 5 of the 10 Sodder children were believed to have perished, but no remains were ever found. Investigators found no bones in the ashes, and strange clues soon emerged. A missing ladder, a cut phone line, and reported sightings of the children after the fire. Theories include kidnapping, arson and cover-ups, possibly tied to the family's political views. Despite decades of investigation and a billboard the family maintained for years, no definitive answers ever came. In 1948, a well-dressed man was found dead on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. No ID, no signs of violence and no cause of death. Inside his pocket was a scrap of paper that read, Tamam Shud, a Persian phrase meaning ended or finished. Later, a hidden copy of a rare book was discovered with strange code and a phone number linked to a nurse who denied knowing the man. Recent DNA analysis points to a possible identity, but many questions remain unanswered. Who was he and why did he die? The 9th Roman Legion, Legio IX Hispana, was one of Rome's most elite military units. After being stationed in Britain in the early 2nd century CE, it seemingly vanished from the historical record. No solid evidence has ever confirmed what happened. Some historians believe it was destroyed by northern tribes in Britain. Others suggest it was redeployed elsewhere and simply faded from documentation. The disappearance inspired novels and films, but the truth behind the 9th Legion remains elusive. Discovered in 1908 on the island of Crete, the Phaistos Disc is a fired clay artifact covered in spiralling symbols that resemble early typewritten characters. Dated to the 2nd millennium BCE, the disc's symbols have never been deciphered, nor have they been found on any other object. Its purpose, language, and authenticity are all debated. Is it a religious artifact, a game, or a hoax? Without further evidence, the Phaistos Disc remains one of archaeology's most mysterious finds. During the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963, several witnesses and photographers were present. One enigmatic figure stands out, a woman wearing a headscarf dubbed the Babushka Lady, who was seen filming the motorcade even after the shots rang out. Despite efforts to identify her, she was never conclusively found. Her film, which may have captured crucial footage, was never recovered. Who she was and what she saw remains a mystery intertwined with one of the most analysed events in modern history. Erected in 1980 in rural Georgia, this granite monument bore inscriptions in multiple languages, offering cryptic guides for humanity. The identity of its financier was hidden under the pseudonym R.C. Christian. Some viewed the structure as a call for peace. Others saw it as evidence of a globalist agenda. In 2022, the Guidestones were partially destroyed in an explosion and later dismantled. To this day, the true purpose behind their creation and the identity of those responsible remains unknown. The Indus Valley civilization, one of the world's earliest urban cultures, thrived around 2500 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. They left behind advanced cities, intricate artwork, and thousands of seals marked with an undeciphered script. Despite decades of study, no one has cracked the code. We don't know what language they spoke or what their writing says. Without a Rosetta Stone equivalent, the voices of this great civilization may remain silent forever. As much as humanity has uncovered about its past, some stories seem destined to remain in shadow. Whether due to lost records, fading oral traditions, or the sheer passage of time, these mysteries remind us that history isn't always about certainty. It's also about wonder, curiosity, and the pursuit of truths that may forever lie just beyond reach. Perhaps that's part of the magic. For every mystery we solve, there's another waiting to whisper its secrets. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below and let us know what you think.